Hi, Redaktiv here, and it's time for episode 9 of All the Mods 8. I'm here with Lady Winter Lady and Siggy Stardust. I'm standing by my new Ender chest. This will be a sort of update from the last episode. Some improvements. The first thing is I think I called these eternal. That's kind of ethereal glass. So we have done some tiny bits, but it took some time to do them. I have added, so I now have 3 sources here with 3 containers. The bottleneck of the operation was the ore purifier, so I have to speed it up by adding more source, and I have added some runes to it to make it go faster. I have also added a gas burning generator so I can get some power out of the hydrogen we are producing. When all machines are running, the solar panels and the wind generators can't produce enough. I have to add a little bit more power to the system. I have made factories of the line that is producing the ores. I haven't done it yet with the machines over here. I'm just using the basic tier. I don't have to go higher because the ore purifier can't supply the ores fast enough. And I have done some stuff upstairs, but we can go through what I have done. I did the gas burning generator. That's quite easy. Let's remove that one. And then I make the basic tier installer and use them on all the machines. You don't have to break the machine. You can use it when they're standing there, and they will be upgrading to the basic tier factories. I've done the instrument output retriever and the ordered sorter from Elemental Craft. We're going to take a look at that upstairs at the Elemental Craft station. I've made an ender chest. I made 2 of them. I have one over at our ore shrine and one here. And this is what is in the chest right now. We have a stack of copper ready. Got a couple of diamonds. I've been emptying it from time to time because it gets full. You can make it bigger using ender pearls, but this size, the 27 size, is the largest. You can't go any further. The ender chests are made using some end rods and eye of ender and some leather and some obsidian. You can color it. You can color the rings on the side to make chests, more chests. And the chest with the same color combination connects with each other. And what have I done more? Nothing more down here. Yeah, I have added these. The source stabilizers. They're quite expensive. They take a lot of springling charge. So I had to go to the nether to get more quartz. What they do 2 things. One is when the source is depleted, it recovers, and that recovering phase goes faster with a source stabilizer. The other thing is if you don't have a source stabilizer and you place a block in this space, it will destroy the source and you can't get it back. Adding a source stabilizer makes it so you can't place a block in this area, in this space, and you can't destroy the source accidentally. I've done that in Elemental 6 a couple of times and it's extremely annoying, and I had to go far away to get the last source because the sources I had near me was so bad. So I made a trip to the jungle village and searched around there. Let's see, I was out. Zoom out. Here is the jungle village, and I took a trip around here and down here, and I found it over at this place. I must have missed some earth sources because there are so much green in the this is a bamboo forest, so on. So I must have missed some, but it took me some time to get the last one. But now I have 3. And I have also updated my Elemental Craft station up here. So now I have this setup. It might look a lot, but I can explain every bit of it. First, I added source stabilizers on the 4 nodes sources here. I now have a chest with a pipe going into the element diffuser. That means that I can put crystals in here and get crystals. Or over at the water station, I can put in a stack of iron and get a stack of drenched iron. I'm using the instrument output retriever because if you use a pipe, I think I remember from when I used this in Elemental 6 that it doesn't wait for the item to be converted. It pulls it out directly, and the instrument output retriever waits for it to be converted before pulling it out. I just have an ordinary hopper pointing into the air pedestal. I can load it with air crystals if I want to make more than 1 pure crystal. I have to add a way to get the finished pure crystal out of the pure infuser, but I haven't done that. In the element binder, I'm not using an item pipe. I'm using the ordered sorter. The order sorter is a nice tool. You can add in which order it adds stuff to the binder. You do that by right-clicking this area with each item and begin with the first one. So if I want to make switch alloy, I add gold, drenched iron, copper, redstone and air crystals to the barrel, and it will add 1 of each in this order. So for the binders I need to use the sorter. Here I can use the pipe. The pipe is much less expensive. This is the setup for the water, this is the setup for the earth, and this is the setup for the fire. It's the same for all elements. I also made a rune inscriber. Rune inscriber takes a rune and make that you can add to a machine in Elemental Craft. Let's go Elemental Craft. To make a rune, first we make a rune slate. The cheapest one is with drenched iron, then it uses swift alloy ingot. I made a set of 4 of these and a set of 4 of them. I'm not in position to make firite ingots yet, because I think firite ingots need netherite. Yes. When I made the rune slate, I can then add stuff to the rune. The rune I made is this one, the Fuss rune. It gives us 30% speed upgrade, and you can add up to 3 runes to a machine, sometimes less, but never more. The ore purifier can take 3 runes, so I added 3 Fuss runes. It gives me 90% increase in speed and minus 15% in element preservation. I counted that by adding 3 sources. So this is using Arium, a couple of string, and then you right click with your rune inscriber chisel on the rune slate, and you get a rune. And there are luck runes, and there are speed runes, and there are preservation runes, and there are a combination rune that give you both speed and element preservation. But it's limited to 1, and it only gives speed plus 10. I would like to go up to the major rune slate and do the, let's see if we can find, here we have the Sod rune that gives speed plus 50%. I would like to add 3 of those to the ore purifier. Let's remove them, and let's remove them. So that's what I've been doing. Yeah, and I made a luck rune, the claptrap rune, using the cheapest minor rune slate. I add this to the ore crystallizer when I'm using it to get a higher chance to get a better gem. You can add runes to the pedestals to speed them up, to make them less, using less source and so on. I'm happy with this setup. I think it's nice, symmetrical, and it worked great. Let's go and sleep before we go to the next thing. I'm thinking of starting some mythical agriculture, because we need more elements, more stuff, and that's a way to do it. We're going to do bees too, but a lot of the other Minecraft series that I've been looking at has done a lot of bees, so I thought, well, let's do mythical agriculture. It's an old mod, you all know it. I've done it before in old mod 6. We are going to use Elemental Craft and ore spider. We're going to use the Elemental Craft Harvest Shrine and Growth Shrine and Vacuum Shrine to harvest everything. I'm out. I haven't got that many. I'm going to use the Elemental Craft Harvest Shrine and Growth Shrine and Vacuum Shrine to auto-harvest the fields of mythical agriculture. I have done some imperial farmland over here. I have set up the infused pedestals and out at the pergola, and I have done some Inferium seeds pots. I have around 40 Inferium seeds in each. That's not that much. In some of them I have the insane farmland, the free from beginning, and then I have some other levels of farmlands in each. That's mainly because I wanted to do the quests. So I made an infusion altar. It's just gold and a red wool and some stone and the pedestals. First I made an infusion crystal, and then I used up all of my Inferium essence that I've been saving up on over at the farm area, and I could make a master infusion crystal, and it was enough to make 3 insanium farmland. But then I was out of the Inferium essence, so now I have to wait. I think I will start making the seeds following the quest line. So we will start with these one, and then we will go over to them, and then moving over to the next tier. And I made a kind of beach house here. I'm going to make some living quarters up atop, watching out over the bay and the other bay. This is the nice ebony door. I like that a lot. And this is ebony fences, and it's smooth sandstone and some blackstone. You use what you have, and some birch leaves and birch signs. Well. I think that's everything I've done in between episodes. And everything is to improve life. Making some sort of automation of the elemental craft is necessary. You can't stand and right click for stacks of drenched iron and the rock type. I needed some runes because it was too slow down here. Now it produces more ore chunks before this one is ready. So now this is the bottleneck. I think I will upgrade these 3 machines to the next tier. I think they will have 5 lines of power then, and the basic purifying factory doesn't need to be more. It gets 5 ore chunks and produces to 9, so it never uses these 2. Maybe it doesn't have to be a factory at all. You'll never know. I found a problem when I was improving everything over here, and it has to do with how the ore chunk from Elemental Craft is programmed into the game. The different raw materials are different item. The silver raw silver is a different item from the raw gold. There is 2 types of silver, occultism and all ores. I thought about getting rid of this, but I'm not sure. These are different items, and the logistical sorter sees them at different items, and you can add them at filters all the way you want. But the ore chunk is one item, a pure ore, with an NBT tag that tells it what kind of pure ore it is. So when I was adding the item filter for the copper after I added iron, it didn't add the filter for copper because it was complete. It was the same filter as for the iron. So what I had to do to make it work is I had to turn on fuzzy mode. Fuzzy mode makes it so it's ignoring the MBT tags. You can use it if you're using the logistical sorter in a mob farm to sort out all bows, regardless of how damaged they are and so on. So I had to turn on fuzzy mode, and one filter is enough for all the ore chunks. That gives me another problem, and that's some other elements like we have over here, far away. I have the uranite from power, and the uranite from power comes from raw uranite. If you use the raw uranite, you can put it in the ore purification and get a pure uranite ore chunk. But you can't put the pure uranite ore chunk into the system that I have. It has to be smelted. So I had to choose either to go into a more complex system or losing the ore doubling effect on the uranite and some other mob things, and I went the way no ore doubling for the uranite, so it goes directly to the smelting. I think it's the same with the crimson iron ore, for instance. It's also only ore doubling in the purifying, and you can't put it into the system. I have succeeded to get silk touch on my pickaxe, so I have started to adding some of the ores in blocks to the system. For instance, when I was hunting for the quartz, so now the quartz go into the purple, and the purple is the enrichment chamber. If we have the quartz ore, you can smelt it for 1, you can make it a double if you go using the ore purifier, you can crush it to make 2, you can use the mechanical squeezer to get 3 and sometimes an extra, and you can put it into the enrichment chamber and get 6. So that's what I'm doing. So I got more quartz. Next episode, I'm going to sort out my inventory, my storage problem. I'm going to look into functional storage. They are like the storage drawers from Jorn. So I think there is a way to add stuff automatically to them using some kind of input block that will connect all of them to it. I will also look into making them better. For instance, this one is full of sticks. So I have to add an upgrade to this one to store more sticks. The cobblestone and deep slate cobblestone is also full. And some other, yeah, the drawer up here. If I right click on the frame, we can get into it. Dimensional shards is also full. And these will take a long time to fill up because you can store 4.6 thousand ingots in it, so that's good. I used my sheep to make some wool when I needed it for the pedestals, and I put them in here. In this little area I have some dripstone production going on, and I've got some lava production going on. I'm thinking of adding a lot of cauldrons with lava to produce a lot of lava somewhere, and using that to make more power. But the cauldrons takes a lot of iron, and I'm not bad at torch. I'm not sure if I have enough. With iron I have 180, that's good. I have, no, it's full again. I have a 34 more there. Coal is full. That's the only one. It's still producing, so I don't have to move it yet. It will mine out all of the ores at some point, and then it will stop producing, and then we'll have to move it. I'm thinking of adding 2 of them. They are covering 24 blocks. 24 times 2 is 48, and that's 3 chunks. So if I add 2 of them, I can cover 3 chunks in width and 1.5 chunks in height. If I add 4 more shrines, I can cover up to 9 chunks at a time. I will see. I think I will only add 2 because the earth sources, I have a couple of bad ones that I can use for the ore producing thing, and we are starting with mythical agriculture, so we'll be soon getting all the ores we need. Well, I think that will be the episode for this time. A short episode with a long preparation time. Oh, and I made a new type of food, the avocado toast, because I'm hipster. I have a beard. Yes, sir, I have a beard. So that will be all for me and Siggy. Siggy, can you say bye? Bye, and take care. Siggy, we forgot. We forgot the quest, Siggy. The quest, Siggy. We have to do the quest. Before we end, we have to do the quests. We have done some basic. We have made an enrichment chamber. We can make automatic ore smelting using the mechanism. And we can go over and start the mechanism chapter, but we have already done that. I haven't upgraded our smelting machine to gold, so I would do that at some point. I use them from time to time. They're quite good. You want to smelt up some glass or something like that. We made some elemental craft. A lot of the elemental craft are without rewards, but I got the runes done. I think this one is broken. I made 1 rune and it pop. It gave me all of them. Now it's not a big problem because the increase in level is only 1. Or is it a whole level? Maybe it is. I'm up to 31. Oh, then it should maybe be fixed. I think it's nothing more there. We have done some mechanism. We did the basic tier upgrade. Something more. We did the gas burning generator. I think that's all. And the next step here is to make some refined obsidian to upgrade our tool. Well, I need a good way to fix them, and that's I haven't got it yet. We are going to use the signalium, but I want maybe to start with physical agriculture for that first, or if I make, I'm not sure, but we're going to use refined obsidian with our tools and armor at some point. We need more. The wind generators produce 40 FE per tick around, and solar produce 17. I'm thinking of making the advanced solar generators. I don't know how large they are, but they can produce 105 FE per tick. So I think I will make one of them and take a look at how big it is. And we're going to trying maybe with the lava. That's all of the quests. Siggy! 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 Hey, there you are. Hello, Siggy. Now we can say goodbye. Siggy, your turn. Bye, and take care!